Hi, this is John Kovich of Flywater Travel. I'm in Colombia at a place called Colombia Afloat, doing our first trip here. If you've read our catalog, you know that we've been working hard to make some contacts in Colombia and be able to have some offerings for fishing here. It's been a long, kind of arduous process. It's taken us a couple of years. We want to make sure all our ducks were in a row and that we were choosing the right companies. We're really confident that we have. Even before we got here on this first trip, we felt like Colombia Afloat, this particular company, had really all of their ducks in a row, and indeed they have. Everything has been absolutely seamless so far. We're a long way from civilization. We spent our first night in Medellin and then flew on a charter flight to a place called Primaverabachata, which is in the remote eastern part of Colombia. And then we drove through the Colombian, what they call llano, or it's kind of like the plains, if you will, about 3.5 or 4 hours until we reach the river end, what's more of the beginning of the jungle. So the jungle here is not super dense, but it lines the river and it's full of animals. We've seen a tapir so far. We've seen lots of monkeys. There's amazing bird life here as well, and we've had great fishing. Our first day, I think the highest number caught by any boat was 50 fish. The boat I was in with my friend Tim, we landed 40 peacocks. The two biggest were right around 15 pounds, and I think the biggest for the trip has been just under 20 pounds. So it's been great fishing. The camp itself is exactly as advertised. This is not a luxury lodge. It is a lodge that they set up every year at the beginning of the season. You can see behind me the cabins that we stay in. These are floating cabins. That's the name, Colombia Afloat. They are towed in at the beginning of the season, and they find a beach that's appropriate, and they're towed up onto the edge of the beach, so your cabins are half in the water and half out. It's great because in the morning, when you're ready to go, you step out on the front of your cabin and your guide and skiff pull up and pick you up, and you start your day of fishing. The staff here has been just amazing, I've got to tell you. I mean, they're working, you know, this is a long way from anywhere, and they're working with supplies that, again, are not easily come by, but they've been amazing. The meals have been just great, but more than anything, the people have just bent over backwards to make sure that we were happy. I can't say enough about how great the staff has been. So overall, this experience has been exactly what we were looking for. We've really enjoyed it so far. Next year is going to be a big year for us, I think, with Colombia Afloat. We'll be planning more trips here, and we hope that you'll consider joining us.